You should be good to go. May sound a little sick today. Got a little bit of stuffy nose. But hopefully that doesn't come through too badly. We should be good to go. Welcome back to everybody joining me. It's a little bit earlier today, but we're back again. I wanted to play some 6. I know I made a video earlier, but that one is that was completely different. And for the people who watch it, I appreciate that. It was kind of more off the dome kind of thing. I just have been thinking about for a long time now, and there's a lot of bullshit going on in the world, so I figured I'd address it. What better way than through YouTube? But we are continuously editing and making more area to our region here. Our total pressure is pretty good. I kind of want to do something like this. It's not too bad, cost-wise. And then we just need to put a culvert of some sort. Technically, there's no middle point to that, so what we could do kind of want to do something like this, and then we'll run off some canals from here into there. Give these guys some benches in here as well. There we go. Get that going. So in the last one, we were working on getting these regions, or these buildings, much more efficient. And as you can see, they are fucking very efficient. And we can go for the last bit. We'll have 5 food servings. That's like the crowning achievement of food production. And something I have yet to do in Songs of 6, past 6.8 or 6.6, I think, V6.6, but I don't even think I used to do it in the past. I'd never cared about food servings until these recent updates. As you can see, this here is quite an issue, so I think one thing we could do to fix that is actually, see, the vast majority of the usage is through here. So what we'll do is we're going to upgrade this whole plaza. Let's actually just do this. That way they can move a little bit faster through here. We've got a lot of people moving and grooving their way through downtown here, which is stacked. It is stacked enormously with people. And we've just got this new carpenter. So I'm thinking one of the main components that I've realized that I kind of face is like this. So this guy services, he covers this whole region, which is pretty good. We have to keep in mind, though, that there's thousands of people coming here. Potentially thousands of people coming here. So we want to make sure we have enough food stored away. This can only store 1,000 eggs. We're in that predicament point, though. We have so much knowledge. It's so funny. But we really can't do anything because we need this, which is very, very, very far away. That will let me get the next tier in our buildings, or our regions. We have a very good army, I would say. Actually, not particularly. So let's get these guys trained up to 20%. And then we'll switch these guys out. Oh, actually, you know what it is? We need to give them full space. Like that. So people will start training. Alrighty. My question is, do we want to build... We could build some more military stuff here. There's place for us to continuously expand here, so let's add some more roads going through. We'll actually make it get wider. I should have picked up the vast majority of the armor. Kind of forgot where I put the armor building. Oh, it was here. Yeah, they should have at least. I just want to make sure so that we can change how many workers we have in these buildings. I think we have 10 here. We'll drop that down to 2. And then we'll do the same here. And then where's our armor building? There you are. We will drop you down to nobody. This building, that's not what I was looking at. One of these buildings has nothing. This guy. What do I want to do with this? It's too far to make a difference in terms of grade, and I don't want people walking across the city. So we're going to remove everything. Because we're going to work our way down, fixing everything. This row, I would say, is perfect. Let's upgrade this for 82. That's pretty worthwhile. So now we have space for 21,000 furniture. One only crucial thing about this area right now is that I think I have to do this. It needs to be a wider road. And they're walking past all these structures that are bothering them from walking faster. So we'll do a 5-lane through. Connect it up to here. So that's good. Let's also remove any excess roads. It's pretty good. So what we can do instead is just put... I think it'd probably be best to do something like that. And then I can just kind of copy these. Assuming they don't line up with any other the front of the buildings, we should be okay. Yep, we'll just remove that one down there. Works out. Just dismantle this one. And then what I want to do is put some trees in here too. I know I could copy and paste it, but I know a lot of them kind of end like that right there. Awesome. Get that done. So this road should be good. And yes, they've got this all going here. Let's give them... I mean, there's no reason not to put highway in here, right? We could do this part, but I don't really care about that. Do want to get this going a little bit faster though. I think get connected up to there. This housing in this lavatory is perfect. This housing is actually perfect. Maybe we spruce it up a little bit though. How's the service on these wells? Pretty good actually. We're doing surprisingly well, considering. So the next area is this that we can work on. I think a good idea would be to put a restaurant here. Let's also think about doing Skull. Although actually no, fuck that. The shrine upgrade would be good. It'll take another 150 to get to a temple, but then we could start doing theory based shit, which is pretty good. So we'll go for that. Let's make sure that for the most part all of our services over here are good. Also, let's get the hearth upgrade now. Fancy hearth. I could still go for this one, but I'm gonna save the rest for later. So we'll upgrade in through here. We'll do this one too. Where is the upgraded speaker? Forget which one he is. Oh, fine speech. It costs 100. Okay, so we're close. This is good. Let's make sure that the services are okay in here. I do want to have maybe another speaker through here. Yeah. And bear in mind that there is a lot of people over here, so we need some more shrines probably. Or a better shrine. Probably something like that. You could place them upgraded already. That'd be nice. Pretty sure you can't. Let me check though. Yeah, you can only increase the size. So these guys are good down here. I want to cover all my bases now so that I don't have to worry about it later. We might utilize this clay deposit, but it's probably unlikely. So let's get this road going through here. It's hard. I want to block it off, but I probably will need another pump eventually. We have 50 more space, so I really like this setup. It's very nice. So these guys are good. Yeah. Sorry, I was reading what you're saying, Miguel. That was... I probably could have been more concise with my video and what I was trying to say, but I had been, like, thinking about it in my sleep, unfortunately, and that's not a good thing. So I was like, I gotta put something down. Um, you're 100% right. I think that a lot of it's gonna get swept under the rug, and people are gonna be drawn to every other direction than the actual proper direction. Still be as divided as ever and pick on each other. It is very frustrating to me because I'm like, just stop it. Please. For once, all people need to work together. Otherwise, I think that it's just you're against us. Like, all of humanity at that point. But I'm glad that you watched it. I really do appreciate that. It's not always like what my channel's intention is. I might actually switch this speaker out to here. Obviously, it's not always something that I want to talk about on the like videos like this either, but I don't mind it because I just did it and it's still relevant. And it's relevant to, you know, a lot of things. It feels redundant because I'm like sitting here being a gamer, and most people will be like, well, what are you gonna do about it? You're just sitting there. And I guess in a way people are correct like that, but it's ridiculous. The whole situation is very goofy. And I think that what I've seen, at least so far, is a lot of people are kind of like depressed over it. Okay, yeah, we can upgrade some shrines as well. Let's make sure the noise isn't covering. Yeah, it is still kind of. But I wonder how the world stage is going to see it, you know, because not all of the world is connected to this situation like that. And I think that you might have a situation on your hands like in 1944 or whatever when the Allies had to do a D-Day landing, but instead this would be something far more advanced. And there'd have to be like proper Ally powers, but I don't think that would ever occur. But if somebody did liberate the American people, I would be the first to help you. I'd be like, thank God. We are under occupation. I don't know what else to say. We're fucked. Some people might consider me being like overzealous or crazy and thinking that, but I don't know what else to say. It certainly feels like that. See, this is my big gripe, though. I don't like when it does that. Can I get rid of all this, please? Okay, yes. Visually is one of the worst things that you could do to your well, or your canal. I don't understand what's going on here. The libraries are using so much of it. No tailor should be, though. I'm not crafting armor. Oh, I did start crafting armor. Oh, I have this building here. Since when? What the fuck? Okay, well, I could take this building out. And then get these guys to store all this armor in here. I think one crucial thing we want to do probably here is more services. More jobs might be okay, like for industries, but they're gonna have to come from over here. Over here is gonna be a problem. I'm just thinking though, maybe I do a large mason. One thing that needs to go is that. Question is, do I want to just do... I might do the shape of this here. That's 9 away. I love hearing in the background, like, people trying to struggle up, like, the steepest hill in my entire city, which is my backyard hill. And, like, you can literally hear, like, their cars exploding from the force that they're trying to exert onto that thing. Credit to the builders of cars, though, that they can actually get up a steep hill. It's definitely over a 45-degree angle. No, for sure. Definitely over 40. It almost feels like a 90-degree angle hill. Which would make it a cliff, but it's not. It's basically like super steep, though. It has such a sharp decline. And it's always people trying to go up that side street. As there's like 15 others that could go up easier. Still trying to decide here what I want to do. We're functionally amazing. Like, our city is popping. I think the worst thing right now, though, is that I physically am not getting enough eggs and mushrooms in my city. I need, like, this many. Can I do another one of these? Yeah. We've filled all of them up. I need all of this food coming in. Because if I can sort this guy here. There's only 13 vendors here? Nah, there's gotta be more. We gotta have like 18. But I mean, so far we're running a really good ship here. Our ship is sailing smoothly. And they have this bread here too, so it's not like they don't have bread available in this zone. So let's set this to eggs. Oh, I see what it is. That should be good. There we go. And then the same. I think we have it on, yeah, the wrong thing, so we'll do that. Yeah, no, we'll fill it up. So what I need to do is copy that kind of design over to other food areas, but we have to organize, I think, this area fundamentally. I do really like this plaza, though. I miss being able to do this. Can we do this again? No. Oh, wait, we can. Yes, thank God they returned it. So, what do we call this? Pleasant. Alright, so when I zoom out, we can see Pleasant Park. I've heard a lot of differing opinions on that, Miguel. To have a smaller markets and stuff seems to be tougher for certain areas. Easier for others. For example, this area is getting a decent amount, but it's all about keeping your food servings up. So why this building has good service and others might not isn't just because they don't have food, but because this guy also is working in conjunction with this guy. And because the servings are getting mixed between the two, it's helping out quite a bit. But the challenge is that the restaurants take like 26 or roughly 18 of these fucking herbs on normal consumption. So they are very costly. I'd probably want to put another one over here, probably on the opposite side of Pleasant Park. Maybe that's, yeah, I don't want to put it here because it's not going to be accessed by this. Bro, I don't even care. Stop talking to me. The neighbors and relations in this game is ass. Um, Pleasant Park, we might put. This is this here. Probably we'll put the. Because it serves 1,400 people, and I kind of want to put it like over here, maybe. Yeah. Or we could put it right here. But we have to organize this new area here and decide, but it's really variable. Like right now, the biggest challenge for this region is that they can't keep up with the amount of food that's necessary in this building, because there's 5 servings each. So we have to kind of figure out how we're going to do that. Can you just like fucking declare war on me or something so I can crush you and then fucking take your regions or something? Fuck. We're not going to get Grand Temple anytime soon, so let's go for that. Upgrade these here. Okay, so Pleasant Park is pretty good for the most part. Over here, I think what we want to do is probably a bigger... Got the lavatory there, but maybe another lavatory here. What's the servings? Not too shabby. It's going to take me a little while, because like I said, this is important stuff that I'm trying to plan here. I think one major thing we could do is add these guys some houses over here. How did I make this occur? Did I just leave the space between them? Yeah, I guess so. So I could put the pool. What's your pressure? We could technically do another one, so let's dismantle that. So I believe I had it like this. Okay, and then we'll structurally close out this here. Okay, and that bothers me. Why? Put some new housing in here. Because eventually I want to change. Okay, yeah, we don't need a new laboratory because we have all of this here. I eventually want to take this out. Hey, thank you, Blue Moon. That's awesome. 1 month. That's very kind of you. I think that makes you my first ever on Twitch. So very, very, very kind of you. What the fuck happened off this accident here? Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I try to do more streams. Sometimes I don't do as many as I'd like. In an ideal world, I would be doing them every day. I don't want to put it there. Challenge is that we can't put it in the middle here. Yeah, I think I'll just put it here. Should be in the middle. Yeah. I appreciate that more than you can know. I'm glad that people can actually get into six more because they're watching me. Because when I started, I did not have that luxury, and that's kind of what I started for. But I also wanted to do like variety games, anyways. So I've always been interested in games or FPS games, but six like specifically, I was interested in getting people interested in it or being able to play at a higher rate. You might not know the YouTube side of me, but the YouTube series, I have a lot of them, and there are a lot of people who watch them. So very, very grateful for those people and you as well, and anybody who gets, you know, involved in six. It's a good thing to see the community grow. The more players, the better. Thank you. That's very kind. I think it's six is hard, and also being in just one game for a lot of time is detrimental on Twitch. Twitch requires you to be like doing different games all the time and flashy colors and all kinds of memes and stuff, and that's not me actually. Yeah. Hopefully the jump scare it doesn't spook people away, but it usually does. But yeah, it takes time to grow. It took me 6 to 8 months of consistent work on YouTube to get a decent following. It took me about 1 month on Twitch to even get the amount of following I have. Miguel, the giant market works in conjunction with a large storage system. So it kind of works like this, right? Like I live in an area where there's a lot of people in real life. And the more people kind of line their servings up on a specific building, the less available resources they have. So for example, this is capped at 600 or whatever, 680 or 72 per item. So if I was only feeding them bread, keeping the service up is going to be much harder. But because I have these, I have quadrupled the amount. Now, if I had a larger market with like 4,000 or whatever per item, technically I could fill that up and that would be amazing. That'd be great. And it wouldn't be a detriment, but you would also have to have the 40 guys working there and all this extra stuff, and the people might only travel, like for example, the people who live here don't have to travel too far to this food stall. The same with these guys, they don't have to travel too far for their food stall access, and that's kind of like my main goal, is to avoid having them travel like miles for food. These guys seem not to understand what their deal is. Because I've got 6 workers here. There's bread stored right here. They should theoretically be grabbing crap loads of it. But that's kind of where the challenge of 6 gets in, where it's like, how do you manage huge numbers of production efficiently? And truthfully, I have not found that solution when it comes to later game food issues. I usually go big market just because it's simple. But I kind of like to think that it's better on the outstretched points. You'll notice that instead of centralizing my serving buildings, I try to output them on the outskirts. Typically, if I can't, I'll have the people walk through the servings to where they have to go. So like this, they walk through the servings. They walk through the servings. These guys have to go straight to work and then over here. So you kind of have to think about like where your housing is and how many people are going to where. My rule of the wells stands. If your servings on the wells are bad, most of your other plans are particularly bad too, probably. So like this area is good. The only thing that's challenging, this region could be much better. It's my actual storage. This building size is perfect. I just need to figure out how to fix this. So what I could probably do is take out all of this metal bit here and reorganize it. Because we wanna fix the food issues here. So these will be for those two, and then what I'm gonna do is put a large hauler. 3 of them is perfect, actually. You'll start pulling bread. So this is the plaza. Here, let's actually put some roads around this, a little bit around there, some here and there. But what you were saying earlier, Blue, I honestly don't even want to have a huge following. I get like mild anxiety when I hit like 30 viewers on YouTube sometimes. And I'm like, what do they want from me? What are you all doing here? I feel like when you're like Patrick and he comes home to the rock with all the people hiding from SpongeBob. I get, no, maybe not. But still, a level of anxiety. I don't like having lots of fucking people. But unfortunately, it's like a necessity in this kind of thing I'm doing here. So hopefully these chumps solve this problem. Because in the worst case scenario, I might have to put a unloading station. I don't think I could fit a smaller loading station in here. Potentially I put them off to the side. But no, it seems like they're keeping up. Although actually, might be a good idea. What I can do is exactly. Thank you, Moon. I try not to worry. I have my own deals with that though. I'm like always a nerve. I'm more like the artsy personality type than I am like the public speaking, like stage fright. I guess I could put it trying to figure out how I want to line it up. I think that would look much better. So we'll just take this out for now, and then we'll fit it in, and then we'll build it around it. Loading. Okay, we need 2 more off it. Oops. Unloading station. Alright, and then we can rebuild the market around it. luckily for us, markets don't need to be too crazy. Okay. And then we want to get a loading station. Thankfully, the loading station's a pretty small building. I think this is a tough trade-off here. Because if we load from here, it's going to be a further distance than if we loaded it straight from here. These bread fellas are going to get killed if I take them out here. Okay. So we'll put that in there. And then we want to put probably the haulers here instead. Not the best place for them. They're going to have to go a little further, but thank you, Blue Moon. Yeah, no worries. I appreciate you hanging out. I fully expect Twitch to be a slower. It's like when I'm cooking on two different burners. I've got Twitch on the back burner. Unfortunately for Twitch people. 6 is YouTube is on my front burner. Always is. So now that should start to organize itself. Why do I feel like my people are dying at a very rapid rate? What's going on? Are you all dying? Is that what's happening? Do I have the population set to something below what I need it to be at? I think that I'm just not making enough babies anymore. I might have to change something. Alright, let's set that, and then we'll put maybe another nursery in here. Gotta figure out where I want to put the pottery. Maybe we start here. Because we're able to... I technically want to use this area for military. Everything there should be mainly military, so why don't we think about putting the pottery further away? Kind of like over here, maybe. This would be like the far outskirts of the map. Yeah, we'll do it here. And the best way to do that is we're going to edit our mason down here. Damn, I need a new keyboard. My fucking shift key is like so gone. I use it so often. That's the next thing I get for myself. Alright. Let's reorganize this building here. Right, and then we put the storage bench here. Actually, we'll do it right there. And then their storage is good. Looks good. 72 workers. So now we can adjust this. This is 3. Take this road over like that. Alright, so you guys are going to be receiving bread. I love that it's saved in the middle of me doing that. You are going to be storing bread. And then have you auto grab. And that should see us getting some deliveries here from bread. Heck yeah. And they can store quite a lot of bread here. Yes. 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 Bread. Bread. A crucial thing to note for people who play this game, you only need one transporter to do the job, as it instantly replaces the old transporter with the new transporter's crates. So once this gets filled up with 400, they're good to go. So they should be grabbing bread from here, technically. Let's lower the radius. See, they're gonna still do it. Let's turn the fetch off. Let's see if these guys will instead grab from here. Because what we can do is we can set this to 7 each. Yeah. These guys will fill this up, keeping these 2 stored. Yes, look at the speed. Make sure that they're going here. We don't want them grabbing from this. Let's remove that. So they shouldn't be fetching from there anymore. We just want them hauling from these 2. Set up a very efficient path here. I think they're on break right now, though. There we go. Pretty efficient. Nice. And then what we do need to do is actually add a door. We did not have a door in here. It's kind of important. Alrighty. Put a small warehouse for... Actually, you know what? We'll do this different here. Pottery. I should have done this with this building here, but we'll probably have to edit it eventually anyways. Okay. We'll add a little bit more there. One more there. And then we can add a line through here. It's like green on yellow with blue. If anybody has like kind of colorblind issues, like I don't even think I have close to colorblind issues, but I honestly think that color combination is horrible. I hope that one day he gets like a better color system going. Okay. 60, 68. We don't need to have like a billion guys here. 86. 104. We'll have the storage bench go here. Right? And then we start filling in auxiliary spots. I want to try to avoid filling in zones that people might be walking a lot. So like this here. We're at 65. 76. Ah, we're so close. The reason why I don't want him in those zones, though, is because it's going to take up space from something else. Alright, that's fine. So the entrance ways here. There's 104 workers, though, so I gotta actually do something like this, yeah. That way more people can get in. Alright. So let's put the warehouse internally. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Ah, fuck it. We'll have it like a little bit less insulated. Alright, let's get this going. Then put the warehouse down here. So these will be the temps until we get like each their own zone. Holy crap. Look at the speed at which this fills up. Also, let's take a peek at this area here. I think that they just need more workers here. We need more money. We're surprisingly not making enough to keep up with the import demands there. That's unfortunate. Do I want to start making Lobdian pastures? Holy shit, 1,000 eggs. What are their skill level with Lobdian work? I think they're at average skill level. So I guess why not foundation? There's good foundation in there. We don't want to use that for Lobdians. There's actually good foundation there too. It's all good throughout here. I think that the Globdians have to come from over here. Holy shit, there's good foundation in the corner of my map. Jake, please. Please. Why is Jake like this to me? Why is foundation so bad in this game? What did I do to deserve this kind of treatment? Guaranteed Jake never expected his children or his his fan base to be children crying and screaming. What the fuck, Jake? Are you fucking serious, bro? Are you fucking playing with me? It's literally got me thinking in my free time about how much I hate Foundation in Song of the Six. I don't know what we turn this into here. We might need to get a new fruit farm or something here, because we don't really have very good taxes for it. But the problem is we also don't have very many regions to level up. I'd also like to capture a new region, but we haven't had a chance to capture a new region in eons. One already hates me. Oh, they've come back to not hate me. Okay, fine, whatever. Just not do anything about it. I want the regions that Kwon has. Oh, that's the challenge. Because if I can get those from them, I can produce coal and other goods from those regions, which will produce at much better rates. So I don't have to do the stuff that I'm doing right now, which is taking them from bad regions. And you see the functionality of this building. I mean, technically it's not too bad though, because it's only 350 stone for these guys. A building like this is going to take 214. Bro, what? Oh, it's a festival. It doesn't, like, see, that's the thing. It says, oh, use mushrooms. Right? 9.54 thousand mushrooms, bro. Who the fuck? If only I had one region that gave me good mushrooms. And the challenge with these guys is I don't want to just put Globdian pastures where there's good foundation. So like right here, there's good foundation, but right here there's not. So I think what I'll do is I'll put the Globdian kinda... Oh yeah, he can't get any bigger than that, so that's good. Yeah, it works perfectly. They line up and everything. So like, not a lot of people are going to be doing Globdian work. Well, we can get some of our egg demands covered in this area. And then let's dismantle this, because now we're over here. We have to kind of decide what we want to do here. Technically, this will send to any storage. So we don't need to change that. Maybe I lower the amount of crates here to 4 so that they keep these up. And then we'll put an unloading station between here would probably be better. Yeah, I mean, it fits. I don't know how well visually though. I think it's better like this. We'll just have one here, and then we'll put one up there as well. It's going to be kind of like a little plaza. And then we'll put the import depots. On either side here. It really depends, Miguel. If you go for indoctrination, you're going to lower their overall knowledge rate. So technically, if you don't want to lower knowledge, it's that kind of trade-off that 6 is known for, which is brutality. You're really going to get less knowledge overall, so you need more people in certain jobs, like labs and stuff, but you would be able to trade it off with people in other jobs going there instead. It kind of is like a back-end trade. It doesn't really do much. Oh, I see what's happening. We have simply too many people working in the pottery. So I don't think indoctrination is as worthwhile as education, because with education, at least I'm freeing up tons of people from all jobs. Where in that case, I'm freeing up people potentially from, farming and other jobs, which you already kind of get from creator, stuff like that. But I could be completely wrong. So hopefully this will work better now. And this guy should be collecting up all that pottery from over here that we left on the ground. Speaking of which, 59% education rate. So you can see I've got a 0.6 on that administration, which means that admin work is going to be a lot simpler, a lot easier. Same with bakers, bowyers, breweries, everything. All my people are going to need a lot less to do work there. And mainly what I'm looking at is that 0.9 to libraries and 0.6 to laboratories. So we're getting some really good stuff there. But if I was to do indoctrination, I'd get a 0.25 boost to certain things like herbs and clay and stuff like that. But it's really not worthwhile because your people already can do it pretty well without that. And you're going to use the knowledge that you get anyways towards boosting those particular jobs. Nice, they finally finished doing this here. So it might be worthwhile to upgrade this. Ooh, that's a lot of stones though. So 26 workers are going to come here. We can't use tools on pastures until we get basic pasture tools is 330 people, you fucking cockhead. Bruh. That's crazy. That is absolutely egregious. I'm not afraid to say it. Alright, so now we have another baby maker here. We can copy this little road bit. Put that there. And we'll do the same here. So now we should have a lot more babies, but they're not all getting educated. It's okay though, as we have the universities for that. Pretty soon though, we'll have to boost our education rate because we're about to be at 75%. And that's the max, that's the cap. They have 16 more pressure. 2, 3, and then we could build a 13 wide pool. So baby pool. I don't think we can get any more pressure out of it though. Each spot takes up 1 pressure. I could build another pump though, eventually I'm going to do that, but I want to save my workers for now. Alright, so Pleasant Park is getting an upgrade here. And then let's give these guys some decorations. do that, and then we'll put the trees on the other side. Oops. There we go. And as these people live in Pleasant Park, I feel like they get access to some pillars here. Make sure I know which one's what. Okay, so it's on either side of the middle one there. And then we'll fill in... What's this gap, though? Oh, I see. It's on that side, too. That should be it. That's so they get all of their decorations. And then we want to put some benches in. Oops. Alright, now we can copy this one over to the other side, because this is Pleasant Park after all. We're going to have a very nice front area for them. So you're good. Or, kinda. Not really still. The imports are just not keeping up. I have a better idea. Take that back. Instead of that, what we're gonna do is have a little pool in here. That should be good. That's 27. We only have 20 service, so we'll dismantle a little bit. That's 8, so that'll be 19. Leaving us with 1 extra water. Because my reasoning is going to be that we build this. Oh, it doesn't need foundation. Doesn't need moisture. I just want to see how it would visually go. We put, we're so close. So if this one was over here, that's 6 and that's 7. I can add 1 more to this building. Okay, yeah, that's how we'll do it. So what's gonna happen here is we're gonna make 1 massive fucking mushroom farm here. Perfect. And then all we have to do is just take these away, and you know, maybe something in the middle. Well, that's easy. So we can put the doors on either end here. 6, 7, yeah. I'll give the Zoomers credit. 6, 7 had me laughing when I heard it. It's the like randomness of it. Never underestimate a fiend's humor. I don't really have a humor style per se. If it makes me laugh, I'll laugh. You know, if it doesn't, I'm not gonna reinforce it. But yeah, 6, 7 makes me laugh because it simply makes old people angry. This is 11, 12 across. It's one of those shitty buildings that I can't really utilize too well. I don't really know what I need in here. How many babies do we have? 328. So there's 160, 160, 168. It's not super bad. I feel like I want the mason to be over here. Build a little bit of a neighborhood down here. Right? So yeah, the mason will probably go over there somewhere, potentially. Still doing good on food. What's my Globdian pasture looking like? None of them are adults yet, so we don't know. Yeah, they still aren't keeping up with this one. Same with this one. Is it something happening over here? Yeah, it seems like it. Let's have them fetch. Gotta save that knowledge. I really want to do something about this logistics issue, though. Alright, so that's better. But it really should be filling up at, like, super speed. But they are getting there, so that's good. We're about to need some admin, so I'm gonna save the people I have for that. What do you need? Gems? You don't have gems, bro? could just expand this to a bigger library, but we don't have the people right now. We do have our soldiers trained now, so let's drop them out of their leather armor. Give them some metal armor. And then these fellows will give some of this here. I want these guys also traded up to at least 10% now. See, that looks like they're not wearing metal armor. That makes it look like they're wearing leather armor. Is there any jobs that I can potentially pull people from? Oh, well, we got this done. Looks like you're degrading, though. Do we need a janitor over here, probably? Yeah. Okay. Someone brought this point up, which I really did appreciate, that having these extra spaces allows for me to have adjustments to my zones like this. Or normally, if you just build yourself in, you kind of get locked in there. Alright. So we can turn this one off. We cleared up all our deranged people. We can also name this. We will name it. Oh. Can I fucking finish? Oh, I'd saved it. Good. Alright, so Asylum Alley. This is the Ration District. Asylum Alley. Pleasant Park. We haven't named the housing areas, because there's probably no reason to do that. Man, I miss having these. As much as I didn't use them in the past, I wanted to start using them in the newer series. So now we can actually, like, move around. So if we want to look at Pleasant Park, we're good. We're on it. Like, what does that mean? Who's peers? The Kryptonians? My humans? My neighbors? My, like, what? Who's peers? Is it the Kryptonian? What happened? What frustrated? Why is the Kryptonian? What's going on? Like, that event and most of the events literally mean nothing. Like, I hate to be an asshole, but it's so stupid. You're pissing me off. We're not having fun anymore. I knew that was gonna come. So I was supposed to denounce them and get a boost to my lawfulness? I don't know. God only knows. Like, he's just sitting on a region with, like, all the stuff I want. The fucking son of a bitch. So hopefully they fill this in. We want to start producing our own local materials for these things. You know, it's not going to ever be amazing, but it'll help save some money. Right, put that there. We're all out of cut stone because I think our... Holy crap, our maintenance is so high on cut stone. Probably because we're using it in, like, everything. So I guess that means the next building after we do admin is going to be a mason. Is there a way that I can... really not lower it, perchance? I think each one of these statues is costing me, like, 2 on maintenance. And I have a lot. I guess what I do is I authorize 200 people. That's not what I typed in. I typed in 200. Okay. It doesn't want me to type in 200. That's fine. We're gonna do this. Now we have to build admin. So admin. Or I guess it's not gonna pop up. Do I need to actually have grown-ups? Is that what it is? Oh. Okay. Well, that's much better, I guess. So we can actually go and shove some people into new mason jobs before then. So like I said, we'll probably have the mason further down. Need a large mason. So what better spot than right here? So we'll have them 2 off the road there. Yeah, fuck it, we'll do that. And then connect it. So the new mason's gonna go right here. He's gonna be a particularly large building. Now how do I know where the middle of this building is? That's the challenge. 39. Oh, I'm so stupid right now. That's 19. So it should be right here. 19. 19. Okay. So we work with this as the center. We're gonna have a decent sized space for all the stone in the middle. Alright. And then what we'll do is hopefully I can do something like this. Okay, perfect. So this should be good. This is going to be center for storage for stone, and then we'll have some storage over here for the cut stone. Or better yet, maybe we put it on the other side of the street, or over here. Let's decide how we want to put our workbenches in. $156 workers is pretty astounding. Although I do want to kind of have them off to the side a little bit more here. We want to leave good walking space for these people to walk through. I'm doing that so I can do this down here. Okay, well that works. Can I take these out? No, we need those. Okay. So we put the storage in. Kind of like that. Perfect. The new mason. We'll put our warehouse in front here. Alright, perfect. Now, the last piece of the puzzle is to put a warehouse. We'll do a 7 wide one. And this will be for all of our cut stone. Alright, perfect. Now we can eventually move this mason out of there. Matter of fact, why don't we just do it now? Clear this space up. This part is actually like one of my favorite parts too, is getting to the point in the game where you're actually able to like design and do cool stuff with your city. I think one crucial thing we might want to do is, oh, never mind. Oh, actually we can put it here. Fine craftsmanship. Basic craftsmanship. How you doing here? You're doing good. This fella's not really. He is not. This guy especially is not. We're gonna need a lot more stuff going on. What's going on here? Do we not have a janitor? I guess not. Okay, get that going. Yeah, they definitely need the janitor over here. It's getting pretty decrepit. But I think it's because we're also missing the cut stone. They got the mushrooms. The humans aren't bad at mushroom farming, so it should be a decent haul. We have farming tools as well, so we can, or I guess not. Do you need farming tools specifically for these? Yep, that's funny. I can see how that's going to be a problem, as they have to go very slowly over these areas. You can see they're walking pretty slow. Yeah, it's all cut stone we need. Do I have a janitor that I could borrow from? That's not the right janitor building. Technically, this one is close enough. So we'll set that there and then drop that down. Alright, so this building is good. Set this to stone. What? Oh, okay. So the Globdian pasture is done. We'll probably do Entledome pastures as well. Although Aurochs might be more beneficial. Put these guys up like this. I don't want to look back here ever again for bathrooms. Damn it. We should be good with that, and then we'll put... Yeah, there we go. So you're good for stone, cut stone. And as this is going to be a building for cut stone, why don't we put pillars out front to symbolize that? So 179 workers is a little bit higher than I want. Just make sure my stone's good. So we could set it to 95, I think. That should be fine. Yep. What's my production rate? Put it at 100. 14. It's not too bad. So the best thing about this building is that they're delivering it straight to the center. So everything we get is going to go here, and then store it here, and then take it here. One worker there. That should solve a lot of our cut stone issues for now. Only way to alter the cut stone issues further would be to get more stone. As you can see, we are maintenance of 230. So I think that the only logical solution here is to just go like this and put the rest of that. So 230, that took off 20 or so. Really not that much. But it doubled our production here, so that helped out a lot. The next one would be at 75 knowledge. Thank you, Sarah. Your name says devlog. Do you happen to be a dev? That's cool, so. Yes, yes, we are growing. I could put one more down here. How does this work? Okay, yeah, I mean, 3 Globdian pastures is pretty good. This has been one of the better human cities I've ever built, for sure, though. I'm having a good time. How are we doing on the mushroom harvest? 294 per year. Moisture's good. 90% mountain. There's no mountain. Strange. I think I leave that for some more buildings, potentially, and the same here. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll put one of these bad boys right here. So we want to keep expanding our mushroom production. This is just unnecessary stuff anyways. It's not a crucial component to our city, but I do want to cover it. We have finished the corner of this part of the map. So put some of those. Put 2 statues. 2 lights. Although they already got lights in here, we don't need more. It's fine. How are we doing over here? Did we get this covered yet? Oh god. We're working on it though. 27 is not bad. Can I put any innovation towards mining technology? I would need 130 total people in the masonry to get that boost. We're not gonna be able to get that, but let's see. We got 117 right now. Whoa. 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 That's not good. I should be purchasing grain. I think I deleted my import for grain. Did I? No, there's two imports right here. I'll have them set up. I need bigger ones. Like this. Because I will spend every dollar I have on grain. I don't know how he dropped so low so quickly. Oh, I see. It was the bottleneck. We hit a bottleneck where we were producing too much bread and it was storing here, but now that we're actually off-putting the bread, they overflew or did the amount of grains they were using. I wish there was a tool that lets you paint over land only so that you don't remove potential water. That'd be nice. Because if I just paint over, it's going to remove all of the water they can swim in. It's not bad. Alright, let's get that going. Get some of these grain farms going. Oh god. Luckily we get rations. So I need you to start accepting grain. Fill this up. Saying it's still poorly insulated. It's better than it was, I guess, though. Storage inbound, so 11.5K. Like, this should fill up 9,000. Look at that. It's full. Oh no. Jesus. Oops. I meant to just click yes. And then we'll build the final road over here. So please tell me you give me big grades. Yes. There we go. Yes. 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 This is what I want to see. Now these guys shouldn't have any problems with grain. You should be grabbing from import depots. Alright, perfect. Now you are in a spot that I've got to figure something out, because throughout this whole area there's good foundation. So I think what we want to do is have the import depots here for the grain, just so we have a couple. And with our actual taxes, we should be doing all right. There we go. That's what I want to see. And then you will haul from these two. Back on top. Back on top again. Where we belong. Look at that grade. That's what I talk about when I talk about grade. I think that's deserving of a celebratory smoke. The biggest challenge for me in 6 is that sometimes tasks can be so overwhelmingly large that you feel like you really can't approach them from any reasonable direction. And to my credit, or at least what I've learned to do, I should say, is that I try to section off things. So, for example, I'm only focused on this part of the map right now. I'm not focused on this part of the map, or even over here, or whatever. Because I could try to fix all the food servings and stuff in every part of the world, but it's probably not going to fix it. I got to work on what's going on over here first and foremost, which is that grain issue. Now we've got the grain issue. We've got actually more rations than we know what to do with. So what we can do for this, a simple solution would be just to upgrade that. So now we have 132,000 rations. Ideally, we just stay at this rate. We just keep growing. We keep developing more rations. We keep getting our stuff situated. We're doing 500 per day, or dropping because of the deterioration rate, the decay rate, etc. But that is okay. Hopefully we can actually put that into maintenance. Maybe we do some into spoilage too. That will drop this down from a 2.5 to roughly like 2.25 or something like that. But it'll fix a lot of this stuff here. It'll drop that down pretty far. Same with meat. See, we've actually finally started to see a good source of meat coming in. Seems like right now, though, these guys don't get the meat because their production rate, or rather, these guys aren't collecting it fast enough. I think we need to have more workers here. That's a crazy deficit. 250 on maintenance. I think the only solution would be to just drop that down. It dropped it by 20 points there. It's simply impossible to keep up with the needs for certain buildings like that. And you take cutstone too. It's the wells, the fucking everything. What do you need now? Just stone. Like, what the fuck? You see that? He's actually fixing it, and it's deteriorating at such a fast rate that he can't even... I was watching that. They barely could keep up with it because it was rotting. It was degrading before they could even finish fixing it. Or as they finished fixing it. I love that our pools are degrading too because of the amount that we need. Oh, it was because of the fucking event there. I'm like, what the fuck happened there? 250 fucking maintenance. So that's going to drop it down to 2.27. Like I said, this one's 45%. So we dropped 5%. But then some of these ones will have even better. But luckily for us, eggs and mushrooms store well. We should be about to hit new baby batch soon. Yeah, these guys right here. That kind of pisses me off. Like, I get it for, like, the sake of the game. But... how? How do I get a disease? The baby maker zone. This might stay as what it is and then become a church or a temple later on. Speaking of which, we're at 65% knowledge. We're getting there. We're almost there. We're dipping into our fabric here. Hospitals, the tailors. We're not keeping up with either of those, so let's just keep them as what they are. That might be the next one, as we have a huge import of cotton. Like a 47 maintenance is insane. I think I maybe have 3 buildings upgraded with pottery. Like, the vast majority of your infrastructure starts to just become maintenance issues. Like this. or this, which is the fact that they can't keep up with storage. We were good 2 minutes ago. What happened? Because, like, ideally we get our guys to deliver the grain in here from our taxes, because these are full. I think it's just lying to me, because we physically can't store all the grain fast enough. I don't want to put a hauler over here. It's just a waste of time. Get the fuck out of here, organic snowdrift. You son of a bitch. Alright, we'll do another curfew. We'll do 3 days of curfews. Where exactly am I storing the 16,000 bread that I have? Well, let's turn that off there. Still didn't answer my question, though. Where I have this bread stored, 16,000 of it. Mostly here, huh? I would like to export any excess bread past 50%. Or maybe even 30%. Holy shit, where did all those people... Oh. Well, they're all dead. Rest in peace. Hopefully it'll kill off a lot of our immigrants, but probably not. Knowing this game, it'll kill all my natives. So anything over 35%. And 10 is your cap. They'll never sell enough bread to keep up with it, but every loaf we sell makes a little bit more in our pockets for more grain. And otherwise it's just gonna rot. We can't eat more of it. We can't do anything. Alright, they should be clearing up soon. Or maybe not. They are still spreading it. You got mushrooms here, bros. Pick that shit up. Oh my god. Grab those mushrooms off the ground. I love that. We had a perfectly healthy society and then one fucking epidemic hits. And it basically like capitulates my whole my whole entire society. Bruh, please. Please. I need my cut stone spreading again. I'm trying to get it full. The clothing too. Like they have access to two clothes. Like these guys are living life. They're still fucking going crazy and getting sick and dying. Dude, for how long? Game. Jesus Christ. I want to fix this guy's service now. So what we'll do is we'll copy how this one is over here. I think it'd be a good idea. I think ideally we want to put a lot more into that bakery there. I'd love to not have 180 people sick due to swamp lung. I should have put them in fucking curfew for 8 years, I guess. .1. Only reason it's even low right now is because we have so many corpses just laying around. So I think that killed about like 150 to 200 people. Probably more. Let's check. I don't know if they bury them if they die from sickness. But I mean, both of these are full. So it's pretty telling. And we're still sick. Like, how many more curfew days do I need? What do I need to do to recover these 180 people? I've never had a sick. It's not even like the plague or Black Death or whatever. It's swamp lung. Like the common cold. What I have right now. In real life. Because we only had like 30 people who were sick before. Now all of a sudden the entire fucking population is dying. Fuck it. I'm so sick of sitting here at like such a low population because of this health issue. Lost huge numbers of trainees probably too. I think I have to just lower this down some. Because we're going to be sitting at this point for a long time now. Like, happiness is dropping because we have bad expectations now? What the fuck? Do I not have full fucking food servings and 30 days of food servicing and all their food preferences covered and everything in this under the sun given to them? Hopefully we can get these food serving areas fixed. And potentially that will solve our problem. We're gonna do that instead and then put the import. Of course it's not gonna fit. Yeah, we can dismantle this. I think the biggest thing right now is that I gotta do something like this, right? A lot of these buildings have a large amount of storage space for bread. I need that to be spread out. Right, and fill that back up. So 12,000 bread is a lot, but that should get spread to all of the other buildings that could potentially have bread in them. Like this here. I don't want to put a warehouse in here, but I might have to. Alright, something like that. That's gonna be for bread. We'll put a bunch of workers to that. Just so that we can keep the food over there stored. And then the same... I hate doing that. Click this up. Like, we have a lot of workers here. They should be gathering it. There we go. Actually, not. I think I want to remove these. We'll copy this over. So they should be getting to those other areas a little more efficiently. But this is what I've basically come to, is like having multiple forms of carrying for these things. Yeah, looks like they're doing a pretty good job storing it up over here. And these guys should be grabbing it from right here. Good. There we go. Now how about this one? Oh, I see. Anywhere there's bread, let's get them to sell it. Might even just do a bigger one of these. Because it's our biggest export. We're going to be having literally too much bread to do anything with. And until we can get more rations going here, holy crap, they're not even storing them. Good God. So we'll take the workers that were there and switch them over. There we go. So we copy these settings over. Dismantle this, and then we can boost that to 18 people. See, I don't want them grabbing from here, though. They're still grabbing the bread from there. So what we'll do is this. Instead, I think we'll drop this down to about 8 workers. So they shouldn't be selling bread. Maybe 14. No work is within the radius. Right? They're not gathering bread. Good. So what we'll do is we'll set this. I want them to specifically pull from this here. I think the challenge here is that something I need to do. I got it right here. Pull from here. Right, we'll have 16 workers do that. Right, so these guys should start pulling. I don't want them fetching. I just want them pulling. From there. So they're going in there. I don't know why they're going around that way. They should go this way. Oh, I guess it's closer, maybe? I don't know. So fill that up, and then these guys are gathering from here. So that should start to make a flow of bread sales. We don't want to sell all of our bread. That's important. We also don't need that many people working here, it seems. So he's going to sell all that bread right now. Pretty good. That's a pretty efficient system we got going there now. And they shouldn't be taken from here, which is the goal, so that we can still feed our people and sell the bread. I'm hoping that they don't do too much work here and take everything, but as the bread gets taken, these guys should fill it up off the ground here, or wherever they need to. Looks like the rations got handled too. Ideally, I want to keep my bread somewhere around like 4,000 to 6,000. And their happiness is back up. There we go. I think we could do that. That shouldn't be too bad. Let's go to the markets. Oh, well, they're empty. This guy is completely empty. Okay, and then kind of the same with this one, but I don't know how. Oh, I see. We also could give them pottery, I think. Right? Yeah. Alright, let's put 2 workers here. Copy that over to these guys. And we'll set this to be wood. Clothes. Furniture. Pottery. And then we're gonna need one for fabric as well. Right? Yeah. See, I don't know what just caused their fulfillment to fluctuate so bad there. Services went down. It's almost like when the batch of services went out, they didn't get it. And I'm pretty sure if I upgrade these, it's going to cost me, yeah, a ton of cut stone. There we go. It's kind of a lot, actually. I'm gonna take that back, because they'll overflow these too much. Should only be like this. So wood, clothes, pottery, furniture, fabric, and then what is the last thing that the humans like? Jewelry, but we do not have jewelry, so let's turn that off. We could actually make jewelry though. 20 innovation. We'll So we don't need to worry about the gems. So now what I can do is take this, then bring it to the other markets. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. This one is gonna need one of those as well. The gap in the middle, if anything, we can just put like a decoration in the center like that. That way we can start getting these markets filled up. All of our servings are up. See, all I had to do, I didn't have to change the actual food stall. I had to change the service that was accessing the food stall. This can distribute as much as you can pack in this motherfucker, but you have to do it efficiently. And if you don't have the efficiency going, it starts to get pretty hard. So now we have this. Let's clear out all that. We fluctuate grain way too common, like way too much. I wanted to have those spare stored buildings for grain, but they kind of worked counterintuitively to what my intention was. Over here, there's no space. Literally. What about here? There's no foundation. I'd love to have a storage for grain, like a huge warehouse. Obviously, yeah, this is warehouses, but we're not going to take that out for that. And I mean, we're selling, we're making money, we're keeping, as long as we keep at 1 million, I'm happy. Try to get to 2 million eventually. We should also be able to put some of this into the tending of them. So I may as well. I don't even know how much it was before. Having a worker for it might even be the best idea. Well, you guys are fully leveled up there. Yep, we had 20 points, so we could do that for the Globdians, and now we should be getting like double. Or did I put them on the wrong thing? Am I being lied to? I feel like I'm being lied to. It's okay. I'm used to it. Used to being lied to in Songs of Six. I do want to make these boys 20%ers. And also we'll set these guys to have 2 armor. We're almost there. We only need 2,250. Ideally we get them shields, but leather is a contention point in this right now. Oh man, so much to do. I think that's gonna be a good ramping point though.
as it's been like 2.5 hours or so.
I appreciate everybody joining me. It's probably gonna be the same kind of setup for the next couple days, as I've got the next 2 days off as well. So if you got any free time and you want to spend some time with the old fiend, come on down and join me. I'll probably be on around noon tomorrow, or potentially earlier, and the same for the day after as well. Usually depends on when my girlfriend's working, and she works on the weekends, or the end of the weekend to Monday, Tuesday, kind of late. Not late, earlier, so I usually don't stream too late on those days. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.